kindergartners, today we are going to be making the F ABC poem. So here's what you'll need. This packet that has the word Thursday on it, and inside you need to look for the page that has some feet. You'll need those feet. Also, your teacher gave you a piece of construction paper, and you'll need this funny feet poem. I like to use flashcards that have my sight words on them. Parents, I printed out these flashcards from Starfall's website. But you could easily make them with paper or index cards. I also have a list of sight words that I could use as well. As our list of sight words gets longer and longer, parents, it could be helpful if your child gets a little overwhelmed with a lot of sight words to go ahead and pull out the sight words that are in the poem. So at this point, since we've been studying about 37 sight words, I tend to go through the poem ahead of time and just take out those sight words that I find. Your child might not need this assistance, but it's a great way to support your child if looking at a big list and a lot of sight words is overwhelming to them. All right, kindergartners, I'm going to go ahead and start on my funny feet poem. I'm going to be looking for the letter F. Okay, so before I glue or do anything, I'm going to go ahead and take a crayon and find all of the letter F's. Whether they are uppercase or lowercase, I'm going to catch them by circling them. So there is a letter F. I'm going to use my pointer finger, and I'm going to go in a straight line, line by line. Every time we see the letter F, we know it makes the sound. All right, I think I found them all, but I'm just going to double check one more time. All right, it looks like I found all of the letter F's. So before we go on, boys and girls, I'd like to read Funny Feet, which is the name of this poem, to you out loud. And the reason that I'm doing this is so that even if you can't see the sight words, you can be listening for them as well. Funny feet. Funny feet, funny feet. Oh, I have such funny feet. Left then right, to and fro. They always know which way to go. I do hear a lot of sight words in this poem. I see the sight word and hear the sight word I, to, go, and my favorite sight word, and. Hopefully that's all of them. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and circle all of these sight words. I'll use the same pattern, using my finger, going line by line, looking for sight words. And there is a sight word. It's the sight word I. And there's the sight word to. And there's my favorite sight word, and. To go. Look at all of those sight words. Let's read it one more time together. Funny feet. Funny feet, funny feet. Oh, I have such funny feet. Left then right, to and fro. They always know which way to go. Now what I'm going to do is glue on my poem onto my paper. I'm gluing it on long ways. My poem will go on one side of the construction paper. Open up my glue. I don't need to put it up very much. Go around the outside edge. Put an X in the middle. Cap my glue. Now I will glue it to the side. push it down a little bit so it makes sure so it sticks to the paper. Let's write my name at the bottom. Mrs. Wigand. All right, now I'm so excited. I'm going to color the feet. So here are my funny feet. I'm only going to use a couple colors. It's always fun if you want to paint your toenails. I'm going to paint my toenails. I might even paint my toes in a pattern or in a few different colors. All right, now that I finished coloring my funny feet, and notice I did kindergarten coloring. There's not a lot of white spaces. I've colored everything, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my feet out. Shouldn't be too difficult to cut out, boys and girls, but up here at the top where the toes are, you may want to bubble cut if cutting is hard for you. But try your best to get as close into these toes as you can. Go ahead. All right, boys and girls, I have cut out my funny feet, and I'm going to go ahead and I glue them wherever I want them on the page as long as they are not covering up my words. So I'll get out my glue. Oops, try that again. And go ahead and flip these over and glue them down. There we go. Funny feet. Funny feet, funny feet. Oh, I have such funny feet. Left and right, to and fro, they always know which way to go.